What up, what up, what up? It's your boy JB coming right back at you. Had to jump on here real fast. Why Christie Sides being fired now matters. Guys, I'm pretty sure all you guys know the news by now, but Christie Sides have been relieved of her duties. Now, a lot of people are speculating why they think it happened. I think it's a couple good things that came out of it. Clearly, the Indiana Fever knows, and they're going to start acting like they have a goose that laid the golden egg. And I'm starting to think that Christie Sides still tried to hold on to this. It's the team, it's the system. I'm developing people, and meanwhile, I think Caitlin Clark walked in there and said, "You got to let me fly free." And I think Christie Sides is still trying to hold on to the brand of basketball that she has instead of building around her superstar. See, we keep talking about the WNBA and they trying to keep it the old way. But now you got a true superstar that you can build around. And it's time for the Indiana Fever to go ahead and accept that. And I think they gave Christie Sides a chance to change. And I think she said no. I don't think she thought she was going to get fired. I think she thought making it to the playoffs versus where they were was good enough for her to keep her job. But the writing was on the wall, guys. So why do they fire her now? I think a couple things. Caitlin Clark wants to make as much money for this league as possible next year. They want to make it, the owners want to make as much money as possible. And if Christie Sides is there, neither one of those are going to happen. Christie Sides was doing everything she could to work against Caitlin Clark. Christie Sides agrees with the old guard with the WNBA. And when she told them, hey, look, I ain't doing nothing different. I ain't changing. We ain't doing nothing different. They decided to let her go. Now, the best part about it, whoever they get to coach now is going to end up allowing Caitlin Clark to build, they're going to build the team around Caitlin Clark instead of trying to make Caitlin Clark fit into a box. One of the things you guys are going to see is everybody, this whole thing about everybody should be treated fairly, got to go. And that's why Christie Sides is sitting there without a job. For anybody right now who think everybody equal, who think everybody should be treated fairly, you don't realize that when you got a talent like Caitlin Clark, you just go to Caitlin Clark and say, tell me what you want to do. JJ Redick is the coach for the LA Lakers because he told LeBron, tell me how you want to run this thing. And look at what's happening with JJ Redick. LeBron out there looking like he in his 20s still. Guys, this thing is real. Christie Sides earned every bit of this. I think closetly she hated Caitlin Clark. I think she was not going to give Caitlin Clark any special treatment. She tried to sabotage any effort made. They need Caitlin Clark to be the MVP next year. They need Caitlin Clark to be the face of the league next year. She's already the unofficial face, but this Asia Wilson stuff, all this other stuff going to be quiet next year because they're going to get a coach in there that understands that Indiana Fever can improve their valuation and start actually making some money, regardless if the WNBA make money. Indiana Fever said, we're the one who can make money off of this, regardless of what's happening with the other teams. And with that CBA coming up, these owners know we gonna milk Caitlin Clark for as much as we can, but we couldn't do it with Christie Sides. And some of y'all don't understand business. Christie Sides did not adjust when she got a superstar player. Christie Sides wants a lot of people who probably are barely good enough to get into the WNBA so that she can get the credit for making them an average team instead of a horrible team. Well, the Indiana Fever knows they should have won or at least been in the playoffs. I mean, been in the finals this year. But if it wasn't for Christie Sides, they would have been there. You got to turn Caitlin Clark loose. Whoever the coach is going to be is going to actually do that. Indiana Fever going to make as much money as possible before that lockout. I want to say in 2026. You can already see it. Bank that money. Put Caitlin Clark out there. So if these guys try to actually go and lock out, Indiana Fever going to be the team that's the most profitable over the next couple seasons because they're going to turn Caitlin Clark loose and not apologize for doing it. Get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think, man. Is Jeff crazy or is Jeff on to something? If you hadn't already, mash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications. And until next time, I'm going to holler.